Hey guys, what's up? It's me, J Daddy, here with another video. And today, you might be wondering, what am I doing on the spreadsheet? Well, I'll tell you, right? This spreadsheet is a stat revision right here. You can see that right there, stat revision, right? The moderators have been going from UG, have been looking at all the stats on Dinosaur Simulator, and they're like, well, this game needs a restart. We need to restat some of the things. And you know, it's not the usual restat, because your input in this restat matters. You can have a say in the restat, right? So you can go to the Unhatched Games Discord, which will be linked in the description below. I'll also link the spreadsheet down below. And they have a chat where you can submit stuff. There's instructions in it. And I'll show you right now what it says, right? And you know, you can go, and I'll tell you some of my ideas. So right off the bat, you can see Fossil Tyrannosaurus attack buff, less health on. So thing with plushes that I've noticed is plushes are getting a decrease in health but an increase in speed, which it makes sense, right? Some things don't really make sense, like Mayhem Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't really understand it. Like, it's a broken model right now, so definitely no one's using it. But it's getting less attack, more health, more def. Like, I don't know what they're doing right there with Mayhem Rex. I don't understand it. You get an increase in range right here on Trike. So Trike is obviously, Trike needs this. I can assure you needs it. Not really doing anything. Riot Shield, more health. That actually does make sense. More health on that. That does make sense. Battalion, more armor, less speed. That makes sense. That does make sense because it's a battalion. So maybe you could give us like 30 something, and I can understand more damage. Now this is exciting for all you people who played in the olden days, right? Right here, Mammoth, attack speed boosted, health boosted, defense decrease. That's okay. Speed decrease. Also, that's fine. But right here, range increase. Now, this could mean that it just becomes, you know, just like Trike. It's just as good as regular Trike. What I'm hoping for is that this does not mean that, and what this means is that we're about to get Old Mammoth back, right? And if you remember Old Mammoth, right, that was god tier, and it was awesome, right? Because Mammoth isn't hard to get. It's one of the earliest things you can get in trading, right? And I'll link a trading video right here for any of you who are curious how to trade. But, you know, super easy. Again, plushes, decrease in health, increase in speed, makes sense. Mayhem Trike, with the Mayhems, they're just, I guess they're tankier? I don't really know. A broken model may affect range. So yeah, there's still broken models that need to be fixed. Decreasing the health of Ornies, which that does make sense to me, because Ornie's weird. Increasing speed demon. Now that makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Speed demon Ornie. It's fast. It's supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be speedy. Would like a slight speed buff. Yeah. So it wants to be faster. What else? Mayhem Ornithomimus, another broken model, right? Broken model may affect range, right? Again, with that, so Mayhems seem like they're just going to be more tanky, right? Less overall, but more tank. So there's gonna be more of a play style to each skin, I guess, and they're gonna go off to that because they kind of went away from the whole each skin has a different stat, so there's no like advantage, and they're going away from that and going to where each skin does have a certain advantage and disadvantages. Right, so that's hopefully going to be a good thing. Forest Woodbush, broken model may affect range. I don't know Woodbush was broken. Granted, I haven't seen one in ages, but that's beside the point. Styric Flesh again, nerf to health, increase in speed, which that's probably going to be pretty good for PvP. I think that they're not nerfing the ranges, so that'll be good for, you know, PvP. Euphocephalus, defense buff, except for Galactic. Interesting. They might be doing something weird with Galactics. I don't know. I feel like they might be going down like the series. Like, all right, this Galactics get buff and attack, nerf and defense, increase in walk speed, and like kind of like that. So who knows? All these, all Bracky. Nothing's happened to Bracky. Bracky seems normal. There needs to be a few. I feel like Aloe needs a bit of a buff in some aspects. Maybe a little bit more damage. Terror Bunny Aloe has more health but less damage. I feel like Terror Bunny should be faster and not more health, because bunnies are just fast creatures and they aren't speed they're like strong or anything. I don't know. Now Berry's an exciting one. 1,300 health, right? That's good. That's good if you ask me, because Berry's kind of weak, you know. Still, people are really gonna be only using Gab, because there's really no point in not using it, except for Kaiju Berry. I didn't know I had that much damage. I didn't know that. It's pretty good. Not a whole lot of health, but you know. Birthday Berry, they're just buffing it to the normal berry. Grizzly Spino. I don't know why they're nerfing Grizzly Spino's damage. I don't really understand that. I guess because it's on all fours. But I feel like you should buff maybe the health, because it's bigger than the other Spinos. Maybe. Spino Plush, again, nerf health, increase speed. Mayhem Spino, of course, another broken model. I don't know if they're gonna fix it or what. More health, more health, more defense, less speed. That's gonna be really interesting with Mayhems. I don't know. That might push people away from them. And here is something great. Spider Trodon, 610 to 903 health. That is crazy. You're gonna see a hell of a lot more Spider Trodons. All the Spider Trodon owners are gonna hop in here, right? And it's also increasing walk speed. The only thing it decreases is defense, and also an increase in AOE. So Spider Trodon might be the best Trodon as it looks currently. Yes, it is the best Trodon. I've grabbed my ult for that. Another broken model, increasing health, increasing defense, of course. Decomposer Pteranodon, the little fly thing. Interesting. Increasing damage. Looks like it'd be more of a glass cannon. Mayhem again with that. Ninja Raptor, walk speed. I guess that makes sense because it's a Ninja Raptor, I guess. What is this? Is that Kaiju? That is Kaiju Quetz. This is kind of scary. Increase in range, bro. Has a different stats from other Kaiju. That makes sense. So it's going to be different from the rest of them. It's faster. It's strong. Actually, whoa, it's weaker. I didn't know that. That's weird. It's weaker, but has better range, but more damage. So I go plush. Good to know. It doesn't really have bleed or anything. It doesn't say anything about bleed. Draco is, I think that's supposed to be read, a decrease in health, which I think a lot of people are going to be happy about. People have been suggesting to decrease its oxygen and moistness, and people were suggesting for it not to be able to fly, but it's like that's literally the whole point of Draco. That doesn't really make any sense. Whole lot of nothing right here. They probably just haven't gotten to this. Sauropod plush, Sauroposeidon plush, right? Again, same thing. Abrasive, decrease in damage. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but increase in range. Okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, if you're gonna buff Giga, I'm here for it, right? Because we're probably about to do Giga soon, so hopefully we can see some stuff. Oceanic Sarco, more oxygen. That makes sense. Shuno plush. Lots of Shuno. Pirate Ship Thal. Increase in health. No moistness? Really? That'll be interesting, because then you can just sit on land, I guess. Because, I mean, I guess since they want you to, like, sit on the top as a pirate ship, that does make sense. What else? Apado. Apado, not a whole lot right now. Force Guardian Apado, right? Different stats than the other Apado skins. I don't really know why, because it looks the exact same. If anything, Pitch Apado needs to be buffed, because it currently sucks really bad. I feel like it needs an increase in range, because it is currently worse than the regular Apado. Arlo, you're not going to change anything. Arlo is a god amongst dinosaurs. Apado plush again with that nerf. A whole lot of nothing right now. They probably haven't done anything with this. It's pretty balanced, I guess. Titanosaur, of course, same thing. Paper thin acro. Now this is an interesting. I actually want to see more paper thin skins, like if that's a possibility, like more paper skins, because it's just interesting. More damage, less health, less defense, but way more speed. Kind of makes sense for less health because it's paper. It makes sense, and has less oxygen because it's paper, right? You know, paper kind of when paper meets water, water wins. Mayhem Loose Titan again with the Mayhems. I don't know what they're thinking. Mayhem Gorgie, increase in health by a decent amount, decrease in walk speed. Now this one I'm kind of worried about. Prognithidon, increase in range. You're like, no, whatever. Classic Prognithidon, I'm kind of scared because I don't know if they nerfed it recently or what, but like a while ago, like not too long ago, Classic Prog was terrifying. That thing could smack the crap out of you from so far away. An insane skin. Just an overall increase with Prog. Now this one I'm kind of sad about, and I know a lot of people will also might be a nerf in price for these things. Classic Albino Terror, going down in range. How much? I don't know. Classic Pitch Black Terror. I don't know how bad the range is gonna be. I hope it's not too bad. What I want is I want Wraith Terror. There's no change here right now, but I feel like Wraith Terror should be best. Like that, it should, because it's Wraith Terror, right? It just makes sense for it to be good, right? It doesn't have to be the best, but like right now, it kind of sucks. It's pretty much the same as regular Terror. Shasta, they're planning on not really doing a whole lot to Shasta, because it's already pretty good. Although Vulcan Shasta 121 damage, that's gonna be pretty good. My 30k I wasted a few years back. It's not gonna be as much of a waste anymore. Kamarasaur, Vilex, increase in AoE. That makes sense, right? People kind of want to nerf that. Now here's a good one, because if you don't remember Karka Meta Mysteries, and I'll link it up there. Karka Meta Mysteries, everything was the same. All of them. They all were the exact same range. It does not matter what you use with Karka. They are all the exact same. But this is good. Now I have a feeling that White Walker is going to be best. So Cyber, better defense, kind of makes sense. I'd probably buff it up to 30. Less oxygen, that's fine. It used to be like 40 or something. No, it was like 20 at some point. It was ridiculous a few years back. It was terrible. Kaiju Giraffe. This one might be a little bit controversial. Range decrease, hitbox increase. So I don't know if Kaiju Giraffe is gonna stay in meta or not. Depending, because it doesn't really say by how much. It just says that this is gonna happen. I'm worried that a lot of these are gonna go overboard and they're gonna accidentally do it a little bit too much. Voodoo Mooseraptor. Fair. Not a lot of people have that. 80 attack. Kind of makes sense because it's kind of like that plush look or whatever. So that makes sense. They're probably factoring in a plush. Alright, Classic Barrow. Increase in hitbox. I don't know how much I like that. Galactic Barrow, a whole lot of nothing. I feel like there should be a little, maybe. I know I'm a little bit biased because I have Gal Barrow, but I feel like there should be a bit of a range increase. Dinosaur. All AoE increases. That's fair. Blackodial, nerf in health, but more speed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my opinion. Increase in range though. Glass rainbows, all those. Yes. God, please increase its range. Oh my God! If you guys have not seen our Dinosaur Meta Mysteries, link it up there. It is horrible, absolutely terrible, absolutely. I was inside of his face trying to hit him, and he like nothing. Okay, another controversial one. Megavore, right? Classic Megavore, nothing. Deep Sea. Now this is controversial. I personally like this. I've been wanting semi-aquatic stuff moistness because it would make the players have to stay near the water more. But also what it does do is make sure people play them less. because people don't want to worry about moistness. So I get why it wasn't like that originally. And increase in oxygen, that makes sense. I feel like this should be way more than that. I feel like this should be like 300, 500 even, because it's a deep sea megavore. It's deep, like stays in the water. Range decrease on both solar and deep sea, so I'm kind of worried. This one's kind of weird. Starter Store is getting a fat buff. 141, 153, 240, and more speed. So this is like an overall just good. And also a range increase. This is, I don't know about this one. Hothead, an attack decrease, but a range increase. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is this is going to increase it to be on par with like solar and deep sea. But I feel like Hothead is going to be, since it's got a nerf and attack, it's going to be a lot more than them. So Hothead's going to be the best. Alien Irritator, bigger AoE. Not a whole lot of people have Alien Irritator. Plush, again, with the decrease in health, increase in walk. I feel like this should be nerfed a little bit, even just by a small amount, because it's a plush, it's a stuffed animal. Eotrike. Now, Eotrike, that's a good sign. Increase in range. Less health, though. Not great. Makes sense, kind of, because it actually does have a decent amount of health. 135 damage, so who knows? The Eotrike might make a comeback. I don't know if it will. It might. Mastodon, no one plays this. Doesn't matter. So, yeah. Zenova Blank. Decrease in damage by a decent amount. Increase in health. Increase in defense. Decrease in speed. Not great. Increase in oxygen. Makes sense. Zenova is going to be, honestly, probably a little bit worse, because that's a decent amount of damage taken away from it. I think it's just that it's more balanced with Tarbo. Shant. Oh my god. Please. This might be a little bit controversial, right? I want this to be 2,000 health. 2,000. I want Shant restored to its former glory. Shant was the Megavore killer, right? You saw Shant as a Megavore, you ran out of there, because Shant was a god, right? So hopefully it gets increased by a lot and Shant becomes meta again. I'm hoping, right? Because you don't see Shant anymore. You used to see a ton of them. You don't see him anymore, and it's kind of sad. Raven or Galactic got an increase in range, an increase in AoE. Raven got a decrease in AoE. Overall, got a buff in speed. Gargoyle, I don't know why they're nerfing it so badly or changing it up so much. Gargoyle, I feel like Gargoyle should just be good. Wyvern, decrease in range. Fair. I'm sick and tired of seeing Wyverns everywhere. They're so annoying. Going along, not a whole lot. Evanicus. Now, this is a terrifying moment, because if you don't know, AV is my baby, right? I'm an AV main. So, let's get into it. AV, more oxygen. Lumies, same oxygen, more speed. So, Lumies are going to be the fast ones. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but if anything, I feel like Scythe Slasher should be the fast one. I feel like that should be like 20. This should be 1600. And you can buff that to like 140 maybe. So it'll be I feel like Scythe should be the glass cannon everyone's looking for. Zombie is currently the glass cannon, and I don't really know why. I don't get it. It's Zombie. Zombie's bigger than regular. Defense went down again. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's undead. It kind of makes sense. People were suggesting to buff AV to 1780 health, which is a lot. They were wanting to buff the hell out of AV. I don't think AV needs a buff. I think AV just needs a range increase. AV needs more range, because at the current moment, AV kind of sucks. If you've looked at any of our other Meta Mysteries episodes, AV really sucks right now. And it's not great. it should be doing it. AV should be the ranging one, right? Not the other way around. Because AV's smaller. You should be able to hit further away. It just makes more sense. Packy, not a whole lot of people play it, but Packy's pretty solid, right? You know. Honestly, nerf Glass AV. Well, actually, no. Keep Glass AV the same, but buff Zombie AV above Glass AV. Because I don't feel like Glass AV should be the best. It's just dumb. I get it. It's tradable. Kind of makes sense. But like at the same time, like you can counter. You can make a counter. I feel like Glass AV should be the glass cannon because it's like that can be the 1,400 that everyone's been begging for. People beg for 1,400 back again. Do not bring 1,400 AV back. All right, guys. That's the end of the video. And let me know what you think of the stats so far. Let me know any suggestions you have. Like, if you guys are banned from the Discord and want to put some suggestions in, I can throw them in for you. Tell me your general thoughts. Make sure to join the Unhatched Games Discord. Make sure to join the Dino Inc. Discord. I'll leave a link to the spreadsheet in the description so you can look at all the stats. And, of course, it'll already be linked in the announcements on the Unhatched Games Discord. Right? Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like if you like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!